listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome. Time for the Ask Rebecca radio show with Rebecca Russo. Live from AskRebecca.guru. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is the Ask Rebecca radio show on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Ask Rebecca radio show. Thanks for joining me. I hope everyone is doing well and making the most of this forced downtime. I think for the most part, if you can keep a positive attitude about it, it may not be so bad. We are officially in April, and currently we are also free of any personal planets in retrograde. However, only lasts until about April 10th, and then Venus retrograde shadow period begins. And Venus rules the area of love, self-esteem, and money. So we could see some major challenges, breakthroughs, and blessings surrounding those areas of your life. April is going to usher in lots of energy, which could also have you feeling excited, creative, and impulsive. The downside is that you could try to rush or force things, and for some, this energy could cause reckless and extreme behaviors to the point of potentially emotionally, mentally, or physically hurting yourself or someone else. So really become aware of what you're feeling, thinking, and doing, and what your actions and everything are. I do feel like, again, just be aware as best you can. This could also be a month where you will be tested on how conscious, aware, and positive you are or aren't. And, you'll be tested in that area through challenges. So you can either respond with a positive outlook or you can respond with a negative outlook. We always have a choice. We do have control over our emotions. So try not to get sucked into negativity, fear-mongering, or panic. It solves and changes absolutely nothing. It really is just a waste of time and energy, and you just make yourself crazy and the people around you too. So just focus on the positive aspects. We know the reality of the situation, right? I do feel there is a possibility we will be experiencing some news and information this month that could be shocking. Humanity is entering a new beginning, and whenever that happens, it's important not to take your old baggage with you. So try to see everything that is happening with a fresh set of eyes and from a higher perspective. If you're anything like me at all, then I feel you would strongly believe in a loving, infinite intelligence, or in other words, a loving God. Then it shouldn't be too difficult to expand your trust that everything is divinely orchestrated for our highest good, even if that comes through the form of challenges, because they are the greatest catalyst to learn and grow from. Humanity is learning a new way to live, but first we have to be shown how the way we have been living isn't really for our highest good, right? Or the highest good of humanity as a whole. So that's kind of why this crazy shakeup stuff is happening. And this is just the first. I feel like there's going to be some other stuff that pops up. Saturday, we move into a new 28-day moon cycle called the Planetary Moon of Manifestation. It runs from April 4th to May 1st. The key words are perfect produce. Produce and manifestation. And I'm going to read you the information in the galactic calendar. And this is a planetary tone of 10. And 10 represents the principle allowing manifestation to occur based on the coherence of the preceding 9 numbers. And that is the Mayan factor. After mobilizing and pulsing our intention in tone 9, this energy becomes actualized in tone 10. Here, essence and the physical meet as one. The heavens touch the earth, spirit and matter unite. The actualization of creative potential is at the heart of our nature, bringing depth, richness, and importance to our lives. The entire manifest world is imagination brought to life. Planetary cues us to consider what we are producing in our lives and by what means. How are we manifesting our dreams? Are we incarnating our ideas or our ideals? All that we bring to this world, our thoughts, words, and deeds, contribute to the planetary equation. Planetary directs, without judgment, there is only perfection. To achieve maximum productivity, strive wholeheartedly to perfect all that you endeavor, yet also accept that there is an already existing inherent perfection in all that is manifest as it is, simply because it is manifest. Attempting to be overly perfectionist is actually counterproductive. Rather, allow perfection to be a continual process of aspiration. Let us delight in all that we have to bring to this planet and enjoy all that this planet brings to us. And I kind of feel like that's really fitting right now with everything that we're going through in the world. And, perfectionism, yeah, that's not a good thing, y'all. It's just not. It just sets you up for disappointment. Okay, let's do a moment of Zen to clear some denser energies and get your heart chakra balanced. Close your eyes, open your palms, and allow yourself to be open to receive. I'm going to be connecting with your higher self and calling on your team of guides to help energetically clear any blocks, emotional residue, and or negative attachments in your physical body and light bodies. This will help raise your vibration, expand your consciousness, and increase your awareness in order to help prepare your soul for ascension. Take a deep breath in through your nose, visualizing your inhale as green light, and draw the breath down into your heart. Then exhale through your mouth. Allow your body and mind to relax more on each exhalation. Continue to breathe this way until I tell you to open your eyes. A little heart chakra tone for you. All right, go ahead and open your eyes. And that was for you, Joanne, because I know how much you love the triangle. Okay, let's get into what you can expect from tonight, April 2nd, through to April 9th as an overall theme, and then areas of love, work, finances, health, and spirituality. General themes. This week is a great time to work on making dreams a reality. Even if you can't physically go anywhere, you can still work on manifesting your future. There's plenty of positive energy around long-term goals and outcomes. You could receive good news and or some form of recognition or support from others. You may also partner up or collaborate with others that can bring in money or advance you in some other way. And many may experience spiritual insights, major spiritual awakenings, romance, and inspiration. So there's a lot of positive energy that is around. But as usual, we do have somewhat of an intense month. So it's going to be a mixed bag of energy, right? So the downside to this energy is hidden information coming to light that may not be pleasant, which I strongly feel will be happening not only on a personal level, but on a global one as well. And it may not happen exactly this week, but I feel pretty confident at some point during the month and beyond, we'll be seeing some hidden truths revealed worldwide. You could also experience the following through your own feelings and emotions, or through others projecting their feelings and emotions onto you. And more than likely, this will manifest itself as a combination of the two, right? Because we mirror each other. Everything is a mirror reflection. So, whatever you're putting out, you're going to get back. So it's going to be a combination of of those two things. What you could experience is confusion, high emotions, self-doubt, uncertainty, judgment, criticism, harshness, negative karma, drama, unpleasant surprises, ego flare-ups, some hostility, some aggression, car accidents, physical body issues, and lying. The other part to this is learning to put energy into solutions and plans to improve any situations. It's also about learning from your mistakes by seeing how you contributed to the problem. It's about being able to see your own role in everything that you're experiencing in your life, whether good or bad. All this stuff is happening because, again, we have to kind of shed light on our shadow sides. So some of the uglier parts of ourselves and others and the world are going to come to light. They're going to be revealed because we have to be able to look at these things in order to move past them, right? It's all about awareness, acknowledgement, and acceptance. Another big lesson happening this week and the weeks to follow revolves around secondhand knowledge, believing something because that's what you are supposed to believe, not because it resonates inside of you, doing things because someone told you to do them, not because you actually want to. The big picture here is this will play out on the world stage with our government leaders and those in positions of power who have been running the world. Some have blindly trusted, followed, and believed the secondhand information from the powers to be who do not have the best interest of humanity in mind. That's not all the powers to be, but there are some that could care less about humanity, and it's more about power, control, and greed. The small picture playing out here is that you'll see this happening in family dynamics and relationships that are around you. All will be revealed between the seen or known and unseen or unknown. Work, for those of you employed, we've got a mixed bag, right? Some of you are still working, you're able to work from home, some are essential and still physically going to work. Then we have several people that are laid off or on furlough. And those of you who have hated your jobs and thought you were stuck where it was impossible to make a change, I do feel like you will be realizing that you absolutely can make a change, and you will. This situation is really going to be showing you that what you have is not permanent and that you can make changes for the better. I'm also seeing more layoffs and furloughs and changes happening with people's work status. Those of you that are looking for a job, obviously there is not much happening right here. Even if you were terminated or laid off before the coronavirus hit, due to the emergency package, you will still be able to apply for unemployment. So if you haven't, apply for unemployment, do it. Also, Amazon is hiring, and others in the industry that are considered essential are looking for employment or looking for employees as well right now. So if you're desperate, look in those areas. And again, everyone else, just kind of apply for unemployment, and you can be proactive and working towards whatever goals that you have in mind once all of this, quarantine is over. Love, those of you in committed relationships, some of you will be improving your relationships, and it could come about due to disagreements and petty arguments. Try to get to the core of any problems. Arguments aren't always about what they seem on the surface. It's always deeper. Remember, it takes two to create issues in a relationship. It's almost never entirely the fault of one person. Remember, the people in your life, everything in your life is a mirror reflection of you. And this week and month is very much a make it or break it time in relationships. So lots of work to do on ourselves. Those of you looking for love, some of you could be feeling lonely and empty during this time. If you typically feel this way, know that it can push prospective partners away. So this is something that you really want to kind of work through during this time. And other than that, I'm not really feeling too much here, except maybe some online connections and flirtations and just having some fun in that way. Finances, some are in an ebb, some are in the flow, and others are stagnant. Some of you will be taking some constructive and important steps to improve your financial situation, like changing spending habits, maybe applying for loans and unemployment or anything else that might be able to help you improve your financial situation temporarily. Health, I feel most will be doing well and actually healing through this downtime. Some of you may see some flare-ups of physical symptoms like a cold. Obviously, if you start having symptoms of COVID, then make sure you get yourself tested. Spirituality, some of you will be overcoming some extremely painful parts of your past while others will begin working through them. A lot of people are going to be hitting the dark night of the soul where you're really going to be dealing with some stuff coming up. But again, just feel what you need and work through any emotions. Seek help if you need it. I also feel a lot of peace and stillness coming to many people. For the most part, it's going to be a lot of spiritual growth for everyone. That wraps up the intuitive messages for this week. Let me get to tonight's caller. I have Robin in Bathurst, New South Wales, Australia. Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How can I help you tonight?
So do I just ask a question?
Yeah, you can ask me any questions that you might have, what you want to know about, and I'll give you whatever comes to me.
Great. I just want to know, what do you see for me with work-wise?
Well, it's a little, I almost feel like there's a part of you that's having like this urge to get out of a current work situation if you are still employed right now during this time. So I just really kind of feel like you want a change. Is that in alignment with where you're at?
Yeah, sort of. Just certain things make me want to do something else. Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of feel like you want a change, and you're having like, and this might build, right? Where I feel like you're just going to have a powerful urge, like it's a feeling, it's a strong desire to just change your situation and change what you're doing. And I feel like it's really important that you don't disregard your feelings that are coming up, but I also feel like you have to kind of plan for your transition, because there's a part of me that feels like you're not really 100% sure what you want. You just know that you want change. So I feel like you have to kind of connect with yourself on a deeper level to find out exactly what it is that you want to do, right? I feel like you have to weigh the pros and cons. Yeah, so once you do that, once you have your game plan in mind and you have your plans ready to go, at that point, I can see you making that leap of faith. I feel like because we have a little bit of a fluctuating timeline with the virus, I feel maybe some significant changes with your career sometime between June and September, because I feel by December you're in a completely different job. So I would say you're going to see the significant changes happening sometime between June and September, and I feel like definitely no matter what, even if the timeline shifts a little bit, by the end of the year you're definitely just on a different path. I feel like you need to connect with your passion.
Okay.
There's a part of you, I feel like there's a part of you that really wants to kind of try to do something on your own.
Yep. Thank you for that. Can I ask another one?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we still have some time. So we have about 8 minutes, I believe.
Oh, great. I was just wondering, what do you see for my love life?
Okay, so I'm having a little bit of a feeling either you're having thoughts about wanting to end a long-term relationship, or maybe you've ended a long-term relationship. And now I feel like, have you left already, or are you thinking about leaving?
Left would have been years ago.
Okay, so you're single right now.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So it's difficult to tell because a lot of times, unfortunately, even though we end relationships and leave them, sometimes we are holding on to baggage. And I do feel like there's some stuff that you haven't completely, I kind of feel like some of the difficult parts of the past relationship that you've had, you haven't really fully gotten either complete closure or fully let go of on a subconscious level. So I feel like there's a part of you that wants to be out there and you want to have love come into your life, but at the same time, you're afraid and you're not fully engaging with the world outside. And like, I almost feel like maybe you've become a little bit of a hermit at times. So I feel like you've got to definitely put yourself out there and get clear about what you want, because I feel like you need clarity in this area of your life as well. Like, what do you want? I feel like you know what you don't want.
Yeah.
Right? So,
okay.
so with the love thing, well, is there somebody that you're interested in? Like, is there somebody that you're kind of having like a flirtation with, or maybe it's not quite, maybe it could just be someone you know, but I feel like there might be somebody that you kind of feel like you would want to pursue.
Yeah. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. But you're unclear about what this person actually wants. Like, I feel like it's more the friend zone right now, and you're kind of feeling concerned about opening yourself up to more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like there's some hesitation there.
Yeah.
But I do feel like there's possibility there. I feel like there's real possibility there, but I do feel that something is going to shift with the other person. Is that the person that you're interested in? Are they going through a challenging time right now with something? Like, I obviously maybe work or something, but I feel like they're working through something that kind of has walls up and is making it more difficult for you to be able to maybe get romantically involved.
Also wondering, do you see me moving anytime soon?
I feel like they're going through a challenging time with something besides the current situation, with the virus. I feel like there's some difficulties happening in this person's life. And that could be part of why maybe there's a wall up and you're not able to cross over into, something more romantic. Do you know if that's the case with this person?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So I feel like that is really causing a lot of the disconnect between the two of you in some way. I feel like this person they will get over the situation. And once that happens, I feel like that's when something could potentially blossom. So for you, it's going to be remaining patient, being supportive, but not being a doormat, because I feel like you are getting mixed signals from this person. So sometimes there's like a false sense of hope. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I feel like there's a good possibility. And I think, again, I feel like you are going through some significant changes this year. And I feel like when it comes to your love life, there is a good possibility that everything is going to kind of dissolve in a flash. And then you are going to be in the position to be maybe dating this person or someone else. I kind of feel like something more blossoming in the love department for you that feels like a more of a real commitment next year. But it could be
next year.
This could be the foundation year. You know what I mean? Especially if it's that person that you're connected to right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I only have 60 seconds. I hope I was able to answer your questions, and I appreciate you calling in. Everybody else,
Thank you very much for that.
Thank you. Everybody else, I look forward to connecting with you next Thursday. Have a great week. Bye.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Psychic Paths with Suzanne Marie. Live from PsychicPaths.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3255. 888-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is Psychic Pat
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, and welcome to A1R Psychic Radio. I'm Suzanne Marie, and I'm coming from Minnesota, and this is my first hosting job. So everyone, bear with me tonight. I want to say that I'm a little nervous, but I know you guys will be patient with me. And I'm a clairvoyant, and that means that I hear and I see spirit. My phone has got to be tipped, so you have to forgive me. So yes, I'm from Minnesota, and this is my first time on the air. I hope it's not my last. And I just can't wait to help anybody that calls in. I want to do the best job that I can possibly do to help all of you that can get a hold of me tonight. I hope that I can get a call really soon. Okay, so I'd like to say that I understand that there's a whole lot of horrible things going on in the world, and everyone is scared and nervous and upset. But I found a poem from the 1800s from Kimberly Jackson, and I'd like to share it with you for a little bit about how we feel at this time. And people stayed at home and read books and listened, and they rested and did exercises and made art and played and learned new ways of being and stopped and listened more deeply. Someone meditated, someone prayed, someone met their shadow and began to think differently. And people healed, and it was the absence of people who lived in ignorant ways, dangerous, meaningless, and heartless. The earth who began to heal, and when the danger ended and people found themselves, they grieved for the dead and made new choices and dreamed of new visions and created new ways of living and completely healed the earth just as they were healed. And this came from the 1918 pandemic. So I just wanted to share that. I hope you guys are. So yes, I'm here on the station every Wednesday night at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I hope you come and join me again. I'll probably get less nervous as the time goes on. We have Jasmine from Akron, Ohio. And hello, Jasmine.
Hi, I'm here.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Really good. Little nervous. I hope you're patient with me.
It's fine.
What can I help you with?
I don't know. I just guess I want a general reading today. Just any messages I need to hear.
Hang on a second.
Did you hear me?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I'm checking spirit as we speak, okay?
Okay.
Is something really irritating you at this moment, like at work? Because I see you irritated.
You see that I'm a what?
I see that you're a little irritated with something.
Yeah.
I feel
I'm
like
not sure though what it really, like the bottom line of it, like where it's coming from. If that makes sense. I don't know.
Let me see. Give me a second. Yeah, it seems that you feel inundated by other people's presence or opinions, or it has to do with people.
Mhm.
Are
That makes
people
sense.
getting that nerve?
Yes, that makes sense.
It just seems like you are, what I'm getting from Spirit is you're the kind of person who needs to take time off from people every once in a while.
Yeah.
And you love solace,
Yeah.
and you haven't done that in quite a while. Spirit is saying that you've been taking care of everyone else but yourself,
Yeah.
and you're unappreciated. For the most part, you might feel unappreciated.
Yeah, that's.
I think it comes from when you were a child. Did you
Mhm.
like to be alone when you were a child?
Did I like to what?
To be alone, to have alone
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
It kind of goes back to that you need some space to yourself for a little while. Take that time, when you feel that way, take that time.
Okay. Definitely.
I think you need it right away, is what Spirit's telling me. Because you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
And then let's see, what else?
Mm.
They say that you're a little worried about your finances.
A little bit.
But things are going to turn around. In a little while, I see that things are going to turn around for you.
Okay.
Someone else close to you is a little bit more worried about that than you are.
Mhm. Mhm.
Spirit says that you've got faith. You have a certain faith about you that you know things will work out.
Mhm.
Let's see what else. Have you been doing work outside?
No, not yeah, like spiritual work. Yes, I actually have.
You belong in a church?
No, no,
Has someone been asking you to go to church?
no, no.
Okay. Because that might just happen. You might find that they happen, that someone asks you. Not anytime soon.
Okay.
I'd say maybe around September.
To go to church. Okay.
Well, some kind of a worship place. It's not really like dogma or, a certain
Mhm.
denomination, but it's a
Mhm.
fellowship.
Mhm.
And I feel like you would like that, a fellowship.
Mhm.
I know you're
Okay.
irritated about.
That makes a little bit more sense. The fellowship.
Yeah. Just it just has to wait a while, but it's going to happen. Where someone will come to you with that. You know, thinking of the same mindset.
Okay.
Do you know why you feeling so sensitive right now?
No, I really don't. I've been trying to get to the bottom of it. I really have, but I don't know.
One of the things that just happened last night was the supermoon, and it does have a great deal of sensitivity emotionally, kind of like going through things that no longer serve us and clearing away obstacles so that our future is better. Things that we don't even know are obstacles at the moment. So it could be that, because I think a lot of people are feeling sensitive.
Yeah, I have been real sensitive lately. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. And last night, yeah, you said outside work. I've been like going outside at night, and, you know, trying to connect with the moon, trying to get grounded.
And now you're so connected, you feel it.
Yeah, yeah.
Makes sense. It's real. It was really, really pretty last night.
Yeah, it was. It was. Oh, it was real pretty.
So the moon is going to really, really help you just clear out old stuff, and that's the sensitivity, and that's the being annoyed. Just really clear out the stuff you don't need in your life, and bringing in positives, and bringing in opportunities, new opportunities. So that's what I think. That's what I get. That you really have been connecting to the moon, and the moon's working for you right now. You seem very, very sensitive. I don't mean sensitive in a bad way. I mean in a psychic.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, you are dead on.
So yeah, just take your time and do it for you. You know, when you get off the phone, make a list of the things that make you feel good and do them. Because this is an important time to nurture you, to make you feel like you're loved. So do the things that, you know, I don't know about sitting out at night with the moon, because you're very connected right now. But do things that make you happy, like read or, you know, listen to music and get up and do a little dance. Things that make you happy. And it'll fade. This'll go into a good thing. These changes are meant to bring in positive.
Okay, I sure will definitely do that.
Good things are happening, Jasmine.
I'm sorry?
Good things are happening for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is there anything else?
No. I guess I got what I could take from it. Oh, that was amazing.
Make sure you do things for yourself in the next several weeks. Okay? Take care of yourself in the ways that make you happy and bring you joy.
That I will do.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
We have, yes. We have Melanie in, I can't say that, Louisiana.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, how are you tonight?
Good, and how are you?
I'm doing good, doing good. I hope you're patient with me. This is my first night.
Oh yeah, this is pretty cool though.
Well, what can I help you with tonight?
Okay, I'm kind of new at it because I saw like the ad on it, and I know that I've seen other people get readings. Like I just don't really know. I kind of just wondered here, and I just want to know like if there's people trying to connect that want to speak to me, or if I don't know, just anything really that you can sense or feel, or I don't know. I'm just kind of like guided. I need guidance and.
Okay. Has something happened recently
Ma'am.
where someone has somebody recently passed away?
Like how recent?
It's got to be where it still brings you sadness.
Oh, my I had my great grandparent pass away, and I just came across some pictures today, and I was really like, I'm not sad because like they were older, and I'm not sad because I know like it doesn't mean your body wears out. I understand that, but it's like I had them all my life, you know. And I came across the pictures today, and I was a little like, it was one of those things where you're having a really good day, and then you just like look at the pictures, and it's just like, ouch, you know, like just for that minute. But I'm happy for him, but I still miss them. And my uncle passed away too. Well, they say he was murdered, but I don't know.
Oh, that's good. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
There is a woman here. I picture her as young. She's coming to me as young, like 30s, 40s.
No, is that what she like seems as though she is? Because I'm trying to think. The person, it's a woman that's young that way.
Yes, and she must have been in her 30s or 30s, around in the 60s. She's dressed in the attire of the 1960s. And she's a very, very sweet lady. And she's very sweet.
That could be, I don't know if it could be Aunt Jay.
She seems like an aunt. She seems like she would make you feel like you were the only one that she was paying attention to when she talked. Like you were it for that moment. Does that sound correct?
I guess it could be like Aunt Jay. I'm trying to think, because Aunt Jay would always make it seem like when she'd see me, she'd say, "You know, I love you most because you're the only one that still got the red hair."
Yes, and this must be her. She loves you, and she does visit you.
Oh.
She does see what's going on in your life.
I'm trying to keep it together.
You have a little boy? She's showing me a small child.
I had a miscarriage before.
Excuse me?
I had a miscarriage before, like when I was younger.
Oh. Then he must be with her. Okay.
Or if it's a little boy, I did have a little cousin named Chevy, and he drowned whenever he was a little, like maybe 2 years ago. Because he's a little boy. He should be a little boy. I don't know. I had a miscarriage, but it could be Chevy.
She's saying yes.
He's with her.
Yes. She wants you to know that she does visit you, and she sees what's going on. And she does have the people around you, or around her, your family. Nobody's alone. Nobody's lonely. Yeah.
They're all there.
The people that have passed, are they kind of like boisterous?
Like what?
Kind of they seem to be very happy, very loud, and
Yeah.
just
Red boxes.
yeah.
Like
That's
Gilbert
what I'm
dolls.
thinking.
Oh yeah.
It's all happening on the other side there. Oh, they haven't skipped a beat.
Oh no.
You're going to have a very, very good life. You've got some good people on the other side, and they do guide you. And you have a very good instinct. When they're trying to get through to you, you listen.
So when they're trying to get through to me, I listen.
Excuse me?
So when they're trying to get through to me, I listen.
Yeah. You hear, if they say don't go down that street, you don't go down that street.
I feel it. It's like I feel it.
Exactly. So, yeah, they're very connected to you.
That's why I never feel alone.
Well, boy, this family of yours, they're very rambunctious, and they're around you. Yeah.
Just some I'm so spunky all the time.
You are not alone.
That's what I'm saying. I never really feel alone. Like in my heart, I'm always like, I don't know. I never really feel by myself, and that's a kind of a good thing because it was really dark for me. Like maybe about 9 months ago, it was really a dark spot for me in my life. I had so much going on, and it was like all of a sudden it went from that to I started going to church and getting myself together, and I got off the drugs and. It just, all of a sudden, my life went from black to it started to go from black to gray, and gray to light gray. Then all of a sudden, it just started to get lighter.
That's good. That's good. Your life is precious, and you need to do whatever it takes to make sure that you know how precious you are. Don't let anything or anybody tell you different.
That's how I've definitely learned that in the last in the last 9 months, I've learned I'm not taking it from anybody anymore. I don't have to take that. I know who I am and I know what I'm worth.
Good. Excellent. That's excellent. That's what your family wants you to know on the other side, too. They're, I don't know, it seems like they're partying, but they might be celebrating you. That you've just decided to live, and you've decided to make the most of your life.
listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome.
Time for New York City Celebrity Psychic with Perry Lyons. Live from PerryLyonsBrilliance.wixsite.com/Perry Lyons.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is New York City Celebrity Psychic
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hey, cats and kittens. Welcome to Perry Lyons, New York City Celebrity Psychic. As always, I'm thrilled you're here. Hell, I'm thrilled I'm here. I'm not in New York City. I escaped from New York to Annapolis, Maryland. So that's where we are today. So here's an important thing. It's really important right now to be nice to yourself. I mean, buy yourself surprise flowers, pretend you didn't know. But the thing is, everybody is putting a huge amount of pressure on themselves to be productive. And productivity is great. I'm all for productivity tomorrow. And we're all getting a huge amount done. But for instance, today, I got a lot of calls from clients and friends, usually that overlaps, but saying, why don't I feel like doing anything today? So I called my trusty house astrologer, Elizabeth Grace, elizabethgrace.com. And she said that the moon is what's called a void of course today. It just stopped being this way. But void of course is a time when, like some days the moon will be in like Taurus and then it'll move to Gemini. But sometimes when it's between signs, there's a thing called void of course moon, which I first heard about from the family of the writer Norman Mailer, the late Norman Mailer, genius writer. And he and his wife really paid attention to this. And I found that a lot of really successful people know this secret, that when the moon is void of course, it's a time to not push too much. It's a time to, water your garden, water your cat, feed your garden and your cat. If you don't have a cat, feed somebody else's cat, but just kind of kick back and don't try to do much because we've got Robin in Allenhurst, Georgia coming up in a minute. Robin, I'm just going to finish this thought. Thanks for being here. So when the moon is the way it was today, and this happens usually for an hour or two every few days, but today it was like a long time. Just give yourself a rest. If you want to watch Brokenwood Mysteries, which is a detective series set in New Zealand that I'm addicted to, and certainly didn't watch when I should have been doing other things. No siree. But if you didn't do much today, and if you're kind of feeling like, I'm in a fog, it's fine. You'll get stuff done tomorrow. Everything will be fine. Also, it's starting to feel to me like the tide is turning. Now, still, stay in your house. Wash your hands. Wear a mask and gloves if you have to go outside. Stay 6 feet away from anybody who you're not currently intimate with. That sounded wrong, but you know what I mean. So do take all precautions. But I do feel that in a couple of weeks, we're going to get some good news. And the world is not coming to an end. So if you're feeling, and I'll be right with you, Robin. Thanks for letting me finish my thought. If you're feeling upset, go outside and look at the trees starting to blossom and the flowers that are up and the daffodils shouting their fool heads off. Daffodils are so exuberant. And remember that we've all been through bad stuff. We've all survived, although I would like to mourn the passing of John Prine, my favorite songwriter. God bless and rest in peace and thanks. But we're going to be okay. We're through, I think, the worst of it. And It's going to be okay. So, thanks for listening. And remember, if you get anxious, just take a minute, close your eyes, focus on unconditional love that you have for a pet or a baby or who knows, even your partner. Go into unconditional love, breathe in, come out a minute later, you'll feel much better. We're okay today. Okay. Hi, Robin. Thanks for waiting. How are you?
I'm good today. How are you?
I'm good. I love people from Georgia. Are you from there originally?
I am originally from Georgia. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, we're already friends. Nice to see you. Or hear you. I can't see you. All right, my darling. First, tell me your birthday. Just the day and date. I mean, you don't need to tell me the year. Don't ask, don't tell. So when's your birthday?
Actually, a very recent, 3/27.
Oh, cool. So you're a Cancer. And we love those. And let me see what's going on with you. Actually, you're in a pretty good space. So what can I answer for you today? Do you want me to do a deep dive or do you have a specific question?
With my birthday just being, here a few weeks ago, I really struggle with the fact that I lost my mother almost 10 years ago. I was very young when I lost her. She was very young. And it's just been a journey for me ever since then. A lot of things shuffled in my life after that.
Yeah.
And here more recently, I did go through a struggle of, losing a relationship that was very close to me. And I just feel like I just need that guidance, that pathway, just to know that, I'm making the right decisions. And, sometimes I feel like if I wait for it, it'll come. But there's other times that I really question that.
That's a great question. I'm so sorry about your mother. You and she were each other's hearts. And just so you know, I mean, it's easy to say. I mean, I still miss my dad every day. But the thing is that I've discovered over the 8 years since he passed that he's right there. It's a little disconcerting, but he is right there. And if I sit quietly and ask him a question, I'll get answers. So if you want your mom's help, you can ask for it. There's sort of a free will thing when we're talking to people who are on the other side. They can't help us unless it's life or death, unless we ask. If we ask, they'll help us immediately. And that includes asking to feel their presence, because love doesn't die, personality doesn't die. And I never used to believe this till I did this work, and it was proven to me without a doubt that that's true. So your mother's very much with you, and you have 2 brothers?
I have one brother. I actually have 2 sons, though.
Oh, okay. That's picking up 2 boys. Thanks. She's with you and your brother. She's very much, that's what I was picking up. Sorry. Thanks. She's very much with your sons. One of them actually looks like her. He has her eyes and sort of this part of her face. That makes sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. He's a little like her too, because she's adorable. Sorry, I'll address your question in a second, but she's coming through and I just want to share this with you because I just really like her. Also, I got your birthday wrong. I thought you said June 27th, and that's not what you said. What did you say?
3/27, March 27th.
Oh, March 27th. Okay, I don't know how I heard June for that. And she was a little peeved with me for hearing that wrong, because apparently there was something a little difficult about her labor with you. So she's like, I went to all that trouble and you got the date wrong.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What was a cord wrapped around your neck, or was it just a long labor? Something went. I mean, you're fine, and you're totally fine. But it was what?
Yes, ma'am. I was actually a meconium baby and was in NICU for 4 days after my birth, and was pretty much. She was told at 18 years old that I would never live.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Thank you for clarifying. So you were especially cherished because she thought she would lose you. Oh, God, you were each other's heart. She has a pretty name. I can't quite get it. Well, it's not Edna. That's not a pretty name. Again, she's got an old-fashioned kind of romantic name. I think it's 3 syllables. Do you mind telling me her first name?
She went by Jackie Lynn.
Oh, 3 syllables. Okay. That's cute. Interesting. Boy, she was tender and tough at the same time. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
She was strong as anything, but she never got hard. She never got bitter. She did. Oh, I just love her. Oh, sorry. She did not have an easy life. Holy mackerel. But she was a great mom because she was enough your friend that you could tell her the truth, but not so much your friend that she wouldn't lay down the law as your mom when she knew better. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
She's right here, honey.
Yeah, she used to call me her twisted sister.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, she was. I just this tender and tough thing. She's like, if you forgive me saying, she's like this really sweet badass. And she was very pretty, very stylish, very stylish. Did she have dark hair and pale skin and very pretty eyes, like very noticeable eyes? Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Very
Wow,
much
her
so.
eyes are beautiful. What? When's her birthday?
July 31st.
Yeah, that's a Leo. I think she had some Pisces in her chart, though. She's got this tenderness and she's got such beautiful eyes. Now, she did something when she was around your age that changed her life for the better. I'm not sure what it was because I'm getting so much of her. Boy, does she love you. Did she lose somebody when she was younger? Did she lose, there's a loss there. I can't tell if she lost a sibling.
I know she lost a really close friend in her teenage years. And I got really close to her.
Felt like a sister.
The only one.
Yeah. Thank you for verifying that. That friend felt like a sister, but I was getting not a sister, but she was somebody that was really hard. She felt that for a long time because she wasn't somebody who'd tell the world her troubles. So she would have 1 or 2 close friends that she would confide in, but she kept up a really brave front. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
She's right here, honey. She loves you. Your brother's a pain in the ass. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I apologize to my producer. That's how she said it. She loves him like crazy. I'm not sure if you have a sister or not. Sorry about that. You and your brother are coming through very clearly, but you do or you don't have a sister. Sorry, I don't usually get fuzzy, but there you go.
Not that I'm aware of. There's only me and my brother, and she had a half sibling.
Okay. It's just you and your brother. Okay. Sorry, I was sure about that, but I had a moment of doubt. Your brother is funny. He used to torment her. I mean, not literally, he would, but, but I mean, she loved you both in very different ways because you and your brother are very different. Holy mackerel.
We are very different.
I mean, aside from being carbon-based life forms with bilateral symmetry who are featherless, I mean, that's all you have in common. He's so different. I mean, I like him. He's cute, too. Good-looking family. Anyway. Did your father... I'm getting you not having a father very much in the picture. Is that correct?
My mother was a bridger of relationships. So after the passing of my mother, it's been a struggle between me and my brother to maximize our relationship with our father. We often joke back and forth if he's getting along with me, he's not getting along with my brother type situation. So it's been a struggle. She bridged a lot of relationships during her lifetime. And it took me losing her to understand that.
Yeah. That's who she was. The other thing is, I see this sometimes with couples. It's almost like the children of that relationship wanted from the other side to be born so badly that they sort of got these two people together who otherwise probably wouldn't have been in the same room. So you and your brother really wanted to be born, but after you guys were born, it was almost, and I see this with couples, sometimes after these special kids who wanted to be born so bad are born, the couple will look at each other and be like, huh? So these are not two people with a lot in common. And I think, we're not going to dwell on your dad because your mom is like, I don't want to talk about him. So she wants you to know she loves you extremely much. Also, there was a special, hold on, I'm going to get this. Oh, God. I'm not sure if this is right. I don't know if she used to kiss her fingers and put them on your forehead or something. There was some sort of special I love you gesture that she had that's kind of unusual.
We used to touch our foreheads together.
That's forehead. That's what it was. Okay, sorry. Thanks. I got forehead. Yeah, that's, oh, God. She's so present, Darlene. She really loves you. She's like, don't worry, I'm not there for anything embarrassing. But her love is, yeah, thank you. Forehead. Sorry, I didn't get it exactly, but close enough. So here's what your mother would like you to do. She was mostly kind of religious, is that correct? But she would be kind of hard on herself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. She was so hard on herself, but she was such a good person. Also, she would do stuff for people. You know where in the Bible where it says, like, don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing? She'd do stuff for people that she wouldn't even let them find out about. Is that correct? She's really kind and really generous, but didn't want the attention. Just wanted to do the good deed, move on. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. One last thing before I tell you the rest of this stuff is that there was something, did she used to bake like blondies or something for you? Was there a special treat? I'm not sure she was a great cook, but I think she was a hell of a baker. What?
Yes, we had a zucchini bread was our thing. Like, I love her zucchini bread.
Sorry. Sorry, that was a little too specific, but yeah, it was something baked, but I couldn't quite get it, and it was late. Yes. Thank you. Okay, yeah, that was, did you, I'll ask you, but there's a funny story about you guys and zucchinis, but that's like, there were too many of them one year. Okay, so here's what she'd like you to do. She wants you to know that she's found out that all that religious stuff is real. And she'd like really real. Oh my gosh. I hope it's okay. I've spent the whole show on you because she's so present. So A, she loves you. B, she wants you to know that guy wasn't the right guy for you. He was like a stealth, this is not what she's saying, but I'm interpreting. He was what I call a stealth narcissist. You gave a lot more to him than he gave to you, but he sort of hid that well. And I'm sorry, breaking up sucks. I'm really sorry. But there's somebody much better. She'd like you to, every morning when you pray, just say hi to her. And she would like you to pray every morning. That's not something I say a lot, but there's also some little cross or something that she has in your house. She'd like you to talk to her just during the day because she can hear you. And she wants you to know that if you spend a few minutes after you pray, what she used to do, it's kind of amazing. I mean, she had such a strong connection. She would like literally put herself in the presence of God and then pray. But she wouldn't always pray. I mean, she was back and forth, but she was very strong connection. So she would like you to just take a minute and just put yourself in the presence of the divine and just say hi. And then after that, talk to her for a bit. Like you would right now. And then be quiet for a bit and be open to sort of hearing whatever she directs your attention to. If you do this for a little while, you might actually be able to sort of almost hear her voice. Sorry, my thing's about to fall over. But she really loves you. Does one of your sons have a name? It's not Jared, but it's like 2 syllables to begin with a J. Biblical name?
No, but nope.
That's okay.
He does have. I'm trying to go through the other grandchildren, but I don't think I have a J.
No, that's okay. I don't know why I might have that wrong. Your older child is doing great. You're a little worried about your younger child. He's going to be fine. She's with him all the time. She walks him to school. And I've only got like 15 seconds, but I want to tell you that you're going to be fine. You have very good intuition. Just listen, ask her for help, and let me know how you're doing, okay? I'm on Facebook. My name is Perry, P-E-R-I, Lyons, L-Y-O-N-S. Get in touch, okay? Because I really want to know how you are. And you're going to be great.
All right.
God bless you. Take care, my dear.
God bless you. Thank you. All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, guys. See you next week at 9 Eastern Standard Time on Moonstruck TV and A1R Psychic Radio. As always, I love hearing your voices. Have a great week, my cherished ducklings. Things are getting better. Okay. Mwah.
A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Insights into Consciousness with Anna Olson. Live from AnnaOlsonIntuitive.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Insights into Consciousness
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Anna Olson here on Insights into Consciousness on A1R Psychic Radio. I'm your host tonight for this segment, and I am excited to do a couple of readings tonight on the air. But first, I wanted to just follow up on a topic that I hold near and dear to my heart today. During all of this COVID-19 coronavirus drama that's been unfolding, and that is that I really have been able to have a lot of contact with other intuitives and other people who do the light work that I do during this time. We've had a lot of these daily conversations. I've had a lot more FaceTime phone conversations with people who I love so much and who are really intuitive people. I have a lot of good intuitive friends whom I love, and we've been able to really go over a lot of the feelings that we as intuitives and readers have been having lately during this whole outbreak. And, you know, I really think it's about something positive that's unfolding in the long run from this, as devastating as a lot of the issues with how people's health have been and family members have been. A lot of people don't like to be quarantined. There's a lot of issues with the economy. And with the deepest empathy for those issues, I'd also like to point out that we don't usually have a really big shift in our consciousness and in the way that we function without some pretty hardy uprootings and some pretty big issues. And, you know, I've had some people close to me also being affected. And I really, hope and pray that everybody's healthy and safe out there. And on the other hand, I also would like to look at what good can come of this at this time, because that's usually what helps people, not just in their mental health, but with moving on in a positive way and finding the things that can sort of give us that life raft in amidst this horrible stuff that's going on. And really, it's about getting closer to our families, really looking at our living situations, also figuring out what's important to us and what it is that is truly important. That's people. It's always people, family members, children. These are the people who we hold near and dear to our heart, who are the people that we get to connect with again. I know me, for one, I've been able to connect a little more with my kids, which I love. There's 2 adult kids out of the home right now, miss dearly. But, you know, even through FaceTime, we even have been doing some calls with grandparents on Alexa. We have an Alexa show, and you can just have the kids say, call grandma, call grandpa. And that's been really great. And I just really feel, and my Alexa's talking to me right now. But I just really am excited about this new consciousness that's coming out and the good things that are coming from all of this really deep uprooting. And it's really allowing for some growth. And that's really what I'm excited about, because we're going to be able to figure out what it is that really makes us tick. We're going to be able to figure out really what we feel about our relationships, what we need to revisit, what it is that we really need to just dig in deep with. And so, you know, I'm excited about getting closer to family. I'm excited about the higher consciousness coming about. There are many people who are really figuring out what's important. We're going to have to kind of get back to our basics, get back to our roots, figure out what made our ancestors survive. You know, all of these great things. We really start to get a little bit of fear, but what that fear does is it kind of rattles up a little bit of that that stuff in us that really helps us to understand what it is that we need to do next. And this is something that I think really needs to be revisited for a lot of work to be done in the realm of spirituality. And to, my favorite verse in Christianity is to lay up your treasures in heaven, because the treasures on earth, they rust, they corrupt. Moth and rust do corrupt those things, and it doesn't set a great foundation of things on this earth. So we really do have to look at the things that are really, truly important when we're in a situation like this. And this is worldwide. So seriously, you guys, it's going to affect the economy. We know this. We know that there's a whole lot to be said about what this does to people's jobs and businesses. And, there's a lot of people working from home right now. There's a lot of positives in the realm of people being generous. We're seeing a lot of videos on social media and elsewhere and in the news where people are being very helpful. The good is coming out in people. And unfortunately, some of the bad will come out in people as well. I did do a quick video on my Facebook page, my own personal one, about some of the things that I got during meditation. If you'd like to check it out, it's under my Facebook and it's public, so you can look at that. But it's pretty much just that I went over some different things in the economy and in the world, and some things that we really need to focus on right now. So all these things that are coming up right now are uncomfortable, but growth is uncomfortable. Growth is not just uncomfortable. Growth is painful. Growing pains hurt. They always have. And if we're not in pain, we're not growing. Or if we're not uncomfortable, we're not growing. And that's just something to remember right now. So before we let it get to panic, I think it's good to reintroduce a lot of concepts such as what is it that's positive around me? What is it that I'm blessed with? And you can always find something. And we've always had all of these stories about people who are locked up in a prison, and they're wrongfully, put in a prison, or there are people who have situations where they've lost loved ones and things like that. And they have told stories, brave stories about finding the good and the love in that moment. So we're going into really figuring out what can make us grateful, thankful, and feeling really blessed in the moment. And that's what's going to really get us through these moments. So first, I have a caller I'd like to take. I want to do a reading on the air live. I have April from Houston, Texas on the line. Hi, April.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, I'm doing good.
Good. So I'd like to do a reading for you today. And the first question I have for you, the way I like to focus, is to ask you first, what would you like me to focus on, or do you have a specific question that you would like to ask before I start your reading?
My question is that I was thinking about going back to school, to better myself. And I'm really after all this is over, that's what I'm really focusing on. I was trying to see, will I succeed with that or?
Okay, so you're thinking about going back to school. And what was the next part of your question?
I was wondering, will I go through with it?
Oh, if you should, or if you'll be able to?
Will I be able to?
Okay. Well, the first thing that I'm getting for you is, yes, you would definitely be able to, but this is the thing that I would really urge you to look at, and that is all of the services within the college. Would this be a community college, or would it be a university? So I'm getting
community college.
Junior. It would be what?
Community college.
Yeah, like a junior community college. They have so many programs for people going back to school, people who have kids. There are so many things that you can utilize that will help aid you in your schooling. And the first thing that I'm getting for you that will help you the most is if you go in and you ask them for support services that will give you some extra time with testing. I really feel like that would be good for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that will also give you some extra time, because I feel like you have so much going on outside of school that you're going to need more time to really take those tests and just to breathe. And do you have test anxiety? Do you remember like when you would take tests?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I just think that it would help you to just go in and see what kind of, not just longer test times, but also financial assistance. There's all sorts of extra things you might not even know about. You can go into like the women's center. You can go into, all these different things that you can utilize. And I really urge you to look at every single thing that the college can offer you to make you the most successful. Because I think that it can be a really relaxed, fun experience for you as long as you have enough supports in place to make sure that you're successful and that you have as much support as possible. Do you have children? Because I'm feeling children and I'm feeling like single mom.
Yes.
Okay. So, children's childcare, your help with everything that you can, women's studies, the women's programs, all of those things can really, really help you. And, first, finances. Secondly, really ask your instructors for their guidance and their help. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. They want to help. They want to be helpful. I think it's about feeling really worthy to accept their help and really ask them for their help. And if there's anything they can help you with, to definitely ask for those things and utilize it, because that will make you most successful. Then is there a question as to where it is that you're going to go in your career? Are you kind of debating one major or another?
I was thinking about going for to be a CODA, a certified occupational therapy assistant. That's what I wanted to do.
Okay, because I see like a crossroads. It could be down the road. It could be that later on you'll get into your classes and you'll really start to think, maybe I would rather be a therapist, or maybe I would rather be, you kind of be introduced to different things and you'll kind of have a crossroad. My advice to you, if this happens, is that you stick to what you were originally studying and just go with it. Because I feel like you'll have a little bit of hesitation, because you'll get some contact with other people who are doing something that you're kind of looking at and going, maybe I would like that more.
I really would. That's why I was saying. That's why I wanted to start out doing as a occupational assistant. Working under a therapist. To see how it goes. Because I have a son that has autism as well, so I have a little bit hands-on experience, Because my son will be, 17 this year? Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's great that you have that kind of experience. It's in such high demand. You will be needed in so many places with that right now. As you know, that's a great skill set to have. That'll get you far. And that's probably why I'm seeing that it would be really important for you to get all those different services in gear and with the college, because there's so much they can offer you. And, are you thinking about going on to be a therapist too?
Probably after I do this, the assistant. I want to see how it is first.
Yeah, it would be very natural for you, but the only thing that I could feel that may be overwhelming is that you've been dealing with this kind of work for so long, the 17 years with your son, and then you'll go into it and it'll kind of be like you're going to need to do a lot of your self-care and making sure that as a caretaker, you're also caring for yourself.
Okay.
So I would definitely see you doing very well with this and getting through the classes, just a little extra testing time just for the anxiety. I feel like there's a little anxiety going on there, and that's totally normal just with moms in general. And that with with your major, that if you just stick with what you were wanting to do, I think you would be an excellent therapist. You'd be in high demand. And that when you get a job, to be very selective of who you work with, because there's going to be a few options, bless you, there's going to be a few options where you can go into a few different directions, and to be very, very picky about who employs you, because there's going to be one specific place that's going to treat you the best once you get through your training and your schooling, and that you're going to want to stick with them because they're going to give you the best retirement.
Okay.
Okay. So does that answer your question? Do you have anything else you'd like me to cover?
I mean, basically, I'm not really worried about no marriage on them right now. You know, I think I'm hoping it'll come along somewhere down the line.
Yeah, I saw that actually happening later when you're more stable in like your own space, where you feel like you have your own established place, your own established income, and you're going to be a really good half to that whole. When you're in a relationship, you're going to be a really good stable. You know, I can definitely see you as very independent, and he's just down the road, and I feel like you may even meet him in school.
Okay.
Oh.
That, you know what? I was kind of feeling it, but I wasn't for sure.
Yeah, it's just going to take some time of you really establishing your situation and just feeling more stable where you are. Because it feels like you have enough to juggle as it is, and then somebody else coming into the picture, it just feels like it would make it kind of messy right now, and it would just need to be the right time. And once you're through school and everything, it'll be perfect timing.
Okay, because I know that, I don't know, you probably, because I just had a baby, 6 months ago? And during my pregnancy, like, my son father, he left me, so I was alone throughout my whole pregnancy, you know? And now I'm still dealing with the baby pretty much by myself. So, you know, that's why I was saying that, you know, eventually, you know, I was hoping, you know, down the line that, you know, I'll find somebody, you know, and get married, you know, after all I've been through.
Yeah, I do feel that you would. And this is the nice thing about the college, is that you would get childcare and you would get this really great break doing something that enriches you, and you know, you're going to feel like you're really doing something that's going to make you feel really good about yourself, you know, and like you're carrying on, you're kind of like moving on past all that BS and really able to step into your full potential for your kids. And then you'll be more ready to be in a relationship, because it won't be all on you. You know, it'll be like you'll be more empowered. You'll have all this support in place. And I feel like that's what these colleges, you know, if you're going to a good JC, a good community college, they're going to have all those things in place, and they can have, you know, like guaranteed transfers and things like that you can take advantage of. And there's all these different programs that you can also take advantage of. So I definitely see that as a great thing for you. And I think that'll be a great relief for you. I feel like you may have a few things like emotionally that you're going through because of all the stuff that happened with the pregnancy. And now you're going to move into this college environment where you're feeling more like you're being productive. You have all these supports. You get, of course, you're tired, but, you know, you get some breaks from doing this all day long, like this being this like ongoing thing of just like the constant day in and day out of like having to be the primary caretaker. I feel like it would be good to have those supports in place for you. So you get some help, you get some support.
Yeah, I think that's what I need, because I'm doing all of this by myself.
It's a lot. I've done it too. I did it when I was in my early 20s. I went to a community college myself. And it was just natural for me because it was already in my plan. But, you know, it's like, I feel like it would be great for you. I feel like it'd be a great environment. You'd be able to just fit right in and just start your classes, and it would be a nice breather. It would be a nice breath of fresh air for you to be in that environment, to have all that support in place for you. So I do have a next caller, but thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you, and you have a wonderful night. And you can always contact me if you'd like another reading. Anna Olson Intuitive on Facebook, and then AnnaOlsonIntuitive.com. I have another caller, Savannah in Maryland. Savannah, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Savannah. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. How's your night so far?
It is eventful.
Is it really?
Yes, just got done cooking some dinner.
Oh, okay. Are you quarantined there, or are you?
Yeah,
Able to go
I mean,
out?
I still can go to the store and stuff, but
Oh,
for the most
okay.
part, I've been stuck in the house.
Oh. Well, how can I do a reading for you tonight? What would you like me to focus on?
Just my career and my relationship, pretty much, and anything else you think I need to know.
Okay, career, relationship, and anything else. I can do that. Well, the first thing that I'm kind of feeling is your relationship. Are you married already, or are you planning on getting married?
We're engaged. We've been engaged 3 years.
You're engaged. I saw a lot of marital energy coming through, and I really feel like, is he working on getting that income going right now, or has he already established his income and his career?
He's already established it, but as of the quarantine and stuff, he had to find other work, of course, and he's already done that. So.
Okay, because I really feel like he's a good support for you, and I think because he is such a great support, this is almost like what I'm getting is, it's like he's your support to really give you kind of like all this choice in like what you want to do, which is really wonderful. You have this great foundation to go into whatever you want to do. And you have like extra time and extra support that you may not have had without him. So I feel like he's a really great guy for you.
He is, but he has his moments. We've been having a rough time. That's why I asked. But
okay.
He overall is just very amazing and hard to find in a man. All the things that he has. But
yeah, the thing about him really establishing this foundation for you is, I feel like he probably feels like he's put in a lot of work and he's hoping to get a return for that. And that's basically the energy that I'm getting from it, that you're really kind of starting a new chapter for some reason. And are you thinking about doing something different than what you and he had originally planned on?
What does that entail? Like a
career or schooling
or career?
Career.
Me specifically, I'm a cosmetologist. That's what I went to school for. But I'm also really into space, so I have a dream of going to school for space science, but I don't know if that'll ever happen.
To school for what?
Space science or astrology, either one.
Okay. Well, this is the thing that I'm getting, is that you have this new chapter that's kind of opening up, and every like maybe 3 to 5 years that a couple's together, they tend to have a different partnership that happens, because people change about every 5 years or so. It can be anywhere from like 3 to 5 years. Depends upon how quickly you're growing spiritually and what's going on in your life. So I'm feeling like you guys are just transitioning through your regular stuff. And what it is it's uncomfortable. We're in a quarantine environment right now. Things are uncomfortable. That's just the stress you're feeling. You guys have a lot of maybe sensitive things coming up right now. Does that sound right to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
and a lot
we're working through it in a good way, I feel like. But it feels better knowing that.
Yes. And so it's about the quarantine. It's about the world events right now. It's stressful. It's causing a lot of relationships to really kind of take a deep, hard look at, what are we doing together? What's our goal? That's the same, I feel like, is coming up with your career. It's all these things at once.
Right.
And
absolutely.
What I'm seeing for him is, I really feel like he takes the bull by the horns, and he's just really driven, and he's very masculine.
100%.
Yeah. And so his personality is such that,
sometimes.
What was that?
I said it can be very intimidating sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's good for you to know. Do you have any sensitivities in your past where masculine men have been intimidating to you in a very negative way where you feel scared?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first thing I want you to know that Spirit is telling me to tell you is that he's a good guy. He's safe. You're safe with him. He's safe. The reason why he is so powerful in his personality is because he was made that way spiritually. That's his role. And he wouldn't be so grounded financially and all these other ways if he didn't have that personality. So with the sweet comes the sour. You know, everything that's really wonderful kind of has its sour side. And what I like to guide people into doing is looking at that sour side and thinking, well, you know what? I'm going to make that whole thing sweet because this is what I'm getting with it, and I have to tolerate those sour sides. And it isn't that he is controlling as much as he is, I'm just going to have to say it, he's a little insecure. He's actually probably pretty insecure. So when you see him getting really masculine and kind of like that strong, like masculine energy coming out, what he's doing is he's trying to hide that he feels insecure. And he's trying to hide that he feels small.
Oh. Yeah, we've just been we had a kid 2 years ago, and you know how that happens after you have a kid. You kind of just lose your relationship a little bit, and we had to come back from that. So we're finally getting to a point where, you know, he's showing me, he's trying on the things that he needs to fix, and I just want to make sure that he's the one I'm supposed to be with, and that I'm not wasting my time, pretty much.
Well, you're not wasting your time. I think it's like you have to understand that no matter what relationship you're in, it's going to have a difficult side, and you're going to have to do work either way. I think he'll be fine. Definitely put your foot down if he gets, physical or anything like that. I think you'll be fine, though. I don't really see that as like an issue.
No.
Yeah. It's just, I feel like he's just really going to come out of it well. And I really think that it's good for you to tough it out and just to know that when he's becoming really masculine, really that strong personality, that's the time for you to not back away, but just sort of leave that topic for later. Let him stew, let him cool down, and then come back to it later, because you're also very feminine, and he's really trying to impress you a lot of the time, and he really cares about what you think, and it's very important you're very careful with what you say to him when you're upset, because he remembers it, and it really affects him, so some people it affects more than others. I have just about a minute left, but basically I do get a good feeling about your relationship. The thing that will work best for you right now is to know you guys are going to change every 5 years almost entirely, even in like your personalities. And that's normal. And these ups and downs, these ebbs and flows are just normal parts of relationships. And kids, it's not that kids are ruining your relationship. It's that it's really trying your relationship and bringing you closer through those trials.
Right. And on top of that, my mental health has just not been great. He's probably just going through it with me right now because I'm not easy myself. So.
Well, that'll improve as your baby gets older and more independent. And I really feel like you're going to do a lot better as he gets older. I do have to go, darn it. But you can also reach me through my website, AnnaOlsenIntuitive.com. All my contact info is there if you'd like to finish up on the reading. And then also Anna Olsen Intuitive on Facebook. You can reach me there as well. It's probably better to do my website, though. But you have a great night. And
you too.
I hope I can talk to you again.
Will.
Thanks for calling in.
We will. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Have a good night. So that's it for tonight. My time is up, but I really hope that you watch again next week, and I will love to see you again. Always, you can call me, contact me, AnnaOlsenIntuitive.com. I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching.
listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Gemma's Spirit World with Gemma. Live from GemmaSpiritWorld.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Gemma's Spirit World
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, everybody. I am Gemma, your host tonight. How are we all doing? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. It's been crazy here in Australia. I know here in Queensland, I finished up work last week. I am doing my online readings for everyone that would like an online reading. But, my work closed. And I'm sure once this, this COVID-19 virus comes to an end, everything will get back to normal. It's just been, I'm homeschooling my kids. They're home with me, and if anything, I just have so much gratitude. Just have so much gratitude for the house that I live in. To know that I actually have a backyard. I have a backyard big enough for my boys to play in. Otherwise, I think that, they'd drive me nuts, actually. And I think, so basically it's just been a massive big whirlwind. I know that, oh my goodness, I have my child interrupting me. Sorry. Casey, out, please, Mum. Sorry about that. Homeschooling. So it's been a bit crazy, but I do know that, connecting with loved ones, friends, really, I know that, we can't come in contact with people, but, just to pick up the phone or to send somebody a message, just to let them know that you're thinking of them. We're all in this together, and I've been tuning in with my guides, and if anything, it's made me realize that, we're always on the go. We're always doing something. We're always busy. We're always up against the time. Now is the time I feel in my heart is to really just bring that time into our heart and to sit with that, to really enjoy the time that we have with our loved ones, with our family, to really do the things that we haven't been able to do, whether that's reading a book or catching up, watching a movie, cooking, it may be even starting a new hobby, wanting to learn something new. This is a time that we can actually do that while we do wait for this virus to come to an end. So, so that's, so one thing I have been doing is spending more time out in nature, getting outside, swimming with my boys. It's, just really connecting with them on a level, as I know they don't understand what's going on in the world, as they're only 4 and 6, they think we're on one big holiday. So, so that's basically my message is to, do the things that you haven't done, like meditate or try a new hobby. Just, really connect. So I know that, it just makes everything feel like you're not alone. We are all in together. So, and I know that, it's amazing, just so grateful for the internet, because everyone that has a business has been able to come online, whether it's working out, whether it's homeschooling, or, everyone comes together. And I'm just amazed at just how we are connected, and we can be, all around the world and still be connected right now. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity just to be alive. But I do, send a lot of love and light out to everyone that is going through a difficult time right now, and just really sending, hoping everyone is well. So we're just waiting to see if we have any callers. I know that it's just, I'm just out of routine, and it's not like me to feel like I'm out of whack, but I'm really just going with the flow of things and, you know, just doing things differently, not worrying about the time. And it's felt really good to really just relax, as hard as it is with everything going on. Yes, so, but that's, oh my goodness, you know, I ask my children not to interrupt me, and it's generally the one time that my 4-year-old just wants his mummy. So, yeah, well, let's just see how long that lasts. Okay, so we're going to see who we have online. We have, I know, I'm just waiting for Dave to, let's see which caller you have. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so now we have, we're going to connect to Davina in England, UK. Hello, Davina.
Hello.
No, later's ready. Hello, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
How can I help you tonight?
I was just wondering if you could give me some insight.
Just 1 second, please. Oh my goodness, I have my 1 second.
Okay.
What up? Sorry about this. Can you just repeat that again, please?
I was just wondering if you could give me some insights on someone that's new in my life.
Around your life at the moment. What I keep seeing for you is that you've actually been spending a lot of quiet time on your own. Is that correct? Because what I keep seeing lots of garden around you. So at the moment, it's just a time. It's like it feels like everything's up in the air for you, and grounding right now is very important. I keep seeing lots of green around you. I keep seeing the garden around you, lots of pot plants. You don't happen to have lots of pot plants around you, do you?
Yes, I do spend a lot of time in the garden.
Okay, 1 second. Casey, I'll help you soon, dude. I'm busy. Oh, my goodness. I have an angry little boy. Just sorry, in the next room. Sorry about that. It's like you're just not understanding that it's in my time with you. Yes, I see lots of pot plants around you. I even feel like, oh, my goodness, you've got this organic feel around you, like you're very spiritual, but you also, you live an organic life. Is that correct? Because I keep seeing lots of, like you do lots of, you create a lot of things from scratch. It's like you make things.
I suppose I do.
Yeah, and I see that it's a time for you at the moment to really look more into this. Sorry? Oh, I think we just lost her. Oh, no, yeah, sorry.
No. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I think I lost you there for a minute.
Yeah, sorry, what was that, sorry?
Yeah, the call dropped for a minute there.
Yeah, is it your creative side of, it's like you have this healing side of you too, this healing part of you that wants to help others. And what I keep seeing for you is that I also see that you're wanting to either start your own business, or that's something that you do around home, that's something that you're putting together, something that you're creating from home. It's something that you're doing that you want to create, to put out there to help other people. But I feel like it's something, whether it's with herbs or with, you know, it's with making something that's, I keep seeing lots of plants around you, but I keep seeing what's it called? The benefits of, you know, like oils or something that you create that's really important to you, but for others as well. Is that correct, what I'm saying?
It is, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I see. And I see now the time is to really work on how you want to, because you have that time now to really work on how to put that out there. I know that the next few months are going to be, this is going to be your time to do that. And I see you doing it because you are so passionate about the product, about what you want to do to help others.
Yeah.
And this is the time to do it. And I know that, and I can just see it. It feels amazing, and it's something that you've been working on for quite a long time. But yeah, I just see that this is the right time to start that and to really put it out there and to do all the homework, behind the scenes on how to get this business up and running to be able to help others.
Yes. Do you see anything for my romantic life? Because I've recently met somebody.
Yeah. What I keep seeing then around your love one, this person that you've just recently met, you're very connected, and it feels like on a soul level as well. What I'm seeing is that it feels like that you've actually met before, even in a past life, because what I'm seeing in front of you, I'm seeing this big love heart, but it feels like the heart's really like conjoined. It's joined as one. So it's letting me know that you've, from a past life experience to now, is that you've finally met up again, like you've finally found one another again here on this lifetime.
Okay, so it's a good feeling. It's positive.
Yeah. It feels really
I
good.
think it is. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it feels really positive, and it's there's lots of sunshine. Let's say lots of sunshine around the relationship. I also see that getting out, doing lots of different things. It's like things that you've been wanting to try. You've found that in this person because you just trust. You just have so much trust for one another, and it's just on a whole new level than what you have ever experienced before. Is what I'm feeling with you.
Yeah, we are actually talking about marriage.
Yeah. I definitely see that for you. It just feels really beautiful. It's like, two souls come together as one.